You must know what triggers and threatens your partner.
I know. The election. Hey guys, it's Angela, and in this video, we're going to be figuring out what is a power lesbian. Because probably for the first time in forever, power lesbians have made their way into the mainstream media without needing to use adult content. It instead was something much worse, which was one of their fellow members killing their father with an axe in an election night freakout. And I did make a separate video about that, but in this video, I just want to gain an understanding of what the community she was a part of was all about. What exactly are the components we are looking for in a power lesbian? For me, there's gotta be a suit or at least a blazer. At the very least. And it can't be any old blazer, it must be a lesbian blazer. I did not know that lesbian blazers existed. It makes me want to throw out all of my blazers because I believe that the lesbians actually are really destructive and they make way for everything else that is to come down the line. It begins with the L and then it goes to a plus. Here's a list of 20 things that power lesbians do so you can understand who they are. They use power suits and they are just so hot. They like to be bossed around. They wear headsets. What does wearing a headset have to do with anything? They're just trying to take normal things and make it a part of their identity. Dinner is paid for. They drink responsibly. They let me call them daddy. Oh, that kind of sounds like Kamala Harris going on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Is Kamala Harris a power lesbian? I don't know, maybe. They're too busy with their careers to get into somatic wars over the internet. They tell me I'm pretty. Slaying the patriarchy is their full-time job. Confidence is key. Fancy cheese, whatever that means. We feast on oysters. You can spot one in training. They do other things than drink. They are worldly and know about books, caviar, and Paris. Yet, if they say they're going to leave the country after the election, they will not. They know how to do taxes. Their ego is lower than F-boys. I just love them. As I was looking up the definition of them, it's basically just a knockoff of a power couple. You know, like a normal couple who just does really well and they complement each other well. They basically ripped it off. Lesbian power couples seem to conjure up some combinations of these qualities. Conventional power in the form of money or fame, ever-present poise and control, excellence in a specific industry, a cutthroat, no-nonsense, demanding attitude, and a circle of equally powerful, well-connected friends or lovers. Power lesbians can be either slutty or not. I've always imagined the archetypal power lesbian as a hypersexual super top. Somebody had way too much fun writing that definition. Here we have Urban Dictionary describing power lesbian as a lesbian who has lots of money, possessions, and connections. A lesbian elitist usually only have lesbian affairs with other power lesbians. Reading the definition of power lesbian makes me think that this is what Mark Cuban was comparing Trump MAGA women to when he called them unintelligent. I'm wondering if this is what he thinks makes an intelligent, powerful, smart woman. So here are some TikToks that are going to give us more insight as to what it's like, a day-to-day life as a power lesbian. The best way to get a basic understanding of what it's like for the day-to-day life of a power lesbian is one of those TikToks. Do you guys remember that whole trend where two people pretend like they're having a conversation and they're like, we're coworkers. Of course we take longer breaks than usual, or something like that. It's one of those TikToks, and I think it's going to give us some good insight as to the day-to-day life of a power lesbian. I have never used the word lesbian so many times in one day.
We're power lesbians. Of course we prioritize healthy communication.
We're power lesbians. Of course we share the mental load equally.
We're power lesbians. Of course we have a weekly family meeting.
We're power lesbians. Of course we have diverse investments.
We're power lesbians. Of course we have a 10-year plan.
We're power lesbians. Of course we're always dreaming up a new business.
We're power lesbians. Of course we're both type A.
We're power lesbians. Of course we outsource anything we can't do ourselves.
We're power lesbians. Of course we're having deep discussions on our morning walks.
So far, this teaches me that power lesbians think that they are much smarter than you. They have better financial education and plans than you do. And basically, they can do everything and anything that a man can do better. They can provide for a family, and they definitely don't need a man. And that's the whole F the patriarchy type thing. So here I have another TikTok of a woman who is giving advice to power lesbians.
Do you want to know how to become a lesbian power couple? It's really simple.
Good.
You have to build deep, deep security with each other. How do you do that? Well, I'm Dr. Linda. I help lesbian couples create deeply secure relationships by doing these three things. Number one, you must know what triggers and threatens your partner.
I know. The election, Donald Trump winning, the fact that majority of the United States is red, possibly. Like JD Vance said, the normal gays voted for Trump. The normal ones.
Number two, what can you do to soothe your partner when she or they feel triggered and upset? And number three, what helps them feel loved, deeply cherished, and like they're good enough? So tonight, talk with each other about these three things. Answer this question. Each other answer this question. What makes you feel threatened? What are the things I do or say that make you feel triggered or threatened? Number two, when that happens, what can I do that will help bring relief and soothing to you? And number three, what are ways that I can help you feel loved, cherished, and like you're good enough? Because you are.
Thank you. I just find it interesting how there seems to be a trend that ties into it, which is hating men, never feeling a use for men, and then also the whole women's rights, which they feel like were taken away from them during the election. Billie Eilish was one of the big endorsers of Kamala Harris, and here she is in a power lesbian trend that says every woman simultaneously realizing that they're gay for Billie. People are so obsessed with celebrities. So power lesbians are really popular on TikTok especially. Why are you guys settling for guys in 2024 when lesbians look like this? Why would anybody ever need a guy, right? That's basically the question that they ask. But then again, who fights in the wars? Who lays the bricks? Who builds the buildings? Who keeps our earth running? Who invented all of this incredible technology? This person says, y'all say we're not born this way. Okay, Lady Gaga, but me and my sister can wear the same thing and still look like raging mask lesbo. Nah, I don't really have a type. When she's feminine with masculine energy, brunette, tatted, and has an RBF. And I didn't know what RBF was, but it's resting bitch face. Imagine if they added an R at the end for people who are attracted to resting bitch face. And that's the thing that always gets me is they come up with all of these new terminologies and then they expect everybody to know it. I was at the library one time and they had a book just full, a literal whole dictionary of LGBTQ terms. And I was looking through it and I just couldn't believe all the things they come up with, like pillow princess. What does that mean? Chapstick, U-Haul, hey mamas. Like they take normal things and then they try to make it a part of their identity, like a golden retriever. What does a golden retriever have to do with that? Mask. That's one of the ones that we saw in the last videos, which I guess is just short for masculine. Look at how many terms there are. 100-footer, lesbian bed death, ace, black cat lesbian, golden retriever lesbian, WLW, sapphic, butch, mask lesbian, pillow princess, stone top, top bottom switch, femme lesbian, lipstick lesbian, chapstick lesbian, soft mask, dom sub. Do you listen to Girl in Red? Gold star lesbian, hey mamas. The list just goes on and on. If you are still confused as to why people have created an entire community based around power lesbians, I hope that you will find comfort in the fact that I am also confused as well. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.